Hi guys, welcome to our Happy Friday Psychedelic sketching session. I rename it from Happy Monday, Easy Monday to Happy Friday because my Monday isn't easy. So let me start with new schedule and let's say how we could manage it. So today I want to sketch this funny house. It was yesterday on my way to home and it was already dark a little bit, and it was like a scary face, and let's try to sketch it. For me it's a new it's a new experience to sketch such objects. So I will try to think about what is the best approach, and let's do it on a paper, not in our sketchbook, in order to get the whole in order to get something that we like. So what do we see? We see here a subject. Our subject is not square and has this format, and it's okay to have it. And how can we do it? How can we deal with our sketchbook format? We could place our house here, our subject, but I don't like to have this to separate this separation, and I want to have the whole space that we have here for our subject. So what can we do? We could place our subject also here, but not here right there. But I think we could do it like Polaroid photo with our subject, with our scary house, and to add here something, or to add a frame, and to make it, I don't know how, maybe even so, and to think to write down something here. Or we could even do my favorite place. It's like this here, and we could leave space here, and even make here psychedelic space, like elephant last year. Last year on Monday. It was this week. But how can we sketch this house? What do we have to consider? I have a lot of subjects here, but if I don't want to show this car, and I don't need also this street, but to have a space. And I don't want to have it like this, because it's there is no atmosphere anymore. So we could do it like this, without any car, but showing a little bit the road. And I think it's very funny that this house, the roof, has like hair of trees, leaves, and it's very nice. What can we understand with regards to values? The lightest area is here, the light area, and the darkest area is here upside down. So everything is dark, but here is very light, this area. So we can even let the paper white, but it's important to make these eyes very dark, these two windows, and this is like a mouth, and it's important to have a contrast strong contrast. But what can we do with our space? How can we put it? It's better not to put it like this, because we need space around. So our house will be somewhere here. And how can we achieve, how can we build this house on a paper? Easily. So we can see it's not a frontal perspective, so it's not you are standing in front of house, but it's you are standing a little bit an angle. So what is important to see the construction, and we use our pencil and understand how these lines are related to each other. So as we can see here, this side of a roof is longer than this. So it's always like this. How are the shapes related? So we could start with these straight lines and show where are the angle, what's the angle is it. And we could also, so I will go for this layout, and I will try to sketch a house, or to show how I would sketch it. So okay, we can, it's a new topic for me, but it's okay to show it the same approach, but usually I don't make it. So what can we say? This white, I don't know how this, guten Tag. this line, this is not a square. So the height of house, this house is higher than it's, so it's like this, but it's not we need this angle, we need this point to understand how it is on the paper. If we have this horizontal line, and we see, okay, on the left it's on the right side it's higher, it goes up. So but how much is it? So we could even try to make it like this, and even by observing or taking simple measurements. So we are able to put the horizontal lines, and this is not so a very sharp angle. It's sharper, but it's not, but it's still like this. And we can see this angle. We need this to show this side of the house. We need to make this area very dark, and we need, so it's simple to have these things, but this is the main angle that we need. It's like this, so we have it already here, it's okay for me. And this one we could also even, and if we continue, so we see that this side, left side, is upper and the right side is down, so it goes like this. And it's very easy if you know what do you have to consider in your subject. And after that point is done, so it's also easy to see, okay, what is my horizontal line and how it is related to each other. So we see the left side goes upper, so it should be like this. Here is the dark area, and this the other two windows in the bottom are also under this angle, but the main thing, we have a funny shadows here that allows us to have this illusion. So what do we see just right now? I put these windows a little bit deeper as they should be. It's okay to spend, let's say, a lot of time in preparing here in this phase, and not to be sad or upset about, oh, I spoiled my my beautiful sketch. It's this phase of preparation is very useful in order to not be disappointed afterwards. So we need also this side of roof. I think it's like this and like this, but we don't see this everything, and that what we see is a tree, but we have also blue sky, and we let this blue sky also be in this sketch. What is also important, I will show a little bit of the tree, because it would be understandable that we have here what we have here. It's a tree, and we will go for it. And this area we could also let like sky area, and maybe like this, and everything will be put in a frame, and this would be our real size, not very big. I will do upfront small sketch, small thing only in order to place my subject, and not in order to have everything done. So the roof is here, and the problem is I don't have even space, and I see it now because I don't have any space for my tree. So I have to make everything maybe it's very important to have this stage in our sketch, because now we understand that we don't have any space to show everything, to show this beautiful hair of the house. I will say like this. So the house is here, is like this, and I want to be sure that I don't miss my windows as eyes, and and the second, so it's like, and the second I have to leave more space for these windows on the second floor. So we check again. I check again. These lines are goes in this direction. I think it's okay, and so like this, and after this, so, and even here we have space for our dark areas. This would be very so I think I will go like this, and the tree we will show it on watercolor level. And this is very simple how to make your sketches from the constructional point of view. It's not a rocket science how to sketch. It's everything actually is very simple and easy. And maybe I want to put my tree here, and this is the point where I leave my sketch. So I think we have done the main part. We need also this line, and to show, okay, this is a garage maybe. We forget about the street line, this street. So we have this green area. So I don't like these hairy lines, but sometimes they appear, and I prefer to sketch using this not straight line, but I like this line, this inky line, and it's not hairy anymore, but it's not straight, because straight is boring. I like this unperfect line, and I think it's good for everything. It's good, really good for everything, this unperfect line, and I like it. But I don't make any hairy lines in ink with ink. So for now we have everything important, our measurements, and it's a hairdresser here actually. So, and we will let these areas like we have also here some details, but we can add them or we can let them out. It's everything is okay, and for our purposes is important to show the line of we have this entry in our sketch. We will do it like this, and we'll let ink a little bit dry, and start to prepare our watercolor. So I drop everywhere a little bit water in order to get our colors wet and ready for sketch. And I will erase my searching lines here. I don't want to keep them here. So, and even on this stage I get these inky things, but to be honest, I like it, and that's why I'm not upset about this. To be honest, if I sketch, I'm not upset at all, because I don't know if you know it, I'm full-time employee and I don't earn my money with my sketches, and I sketch only because I like to sketch, and it's my way to calm down and to switch my mind into creative mode after my working day in the office. And that's why I sketch, and that's why I paint, and I want to show or to give an example with my own experience. Everybody can start to be creative, and it's very funny. So what could we do if we see this house is not white? We had it in black and white, and we see this areas are only white. I will let it yellow. I will let it like this paper is. I don't want to add watercolor on it, but on the house I will put a little bit gray shadow. But this same thing is with the sky. I will start maybe with the sky, and so we can even take a big brush, and I will start with cobalt blue and paint this sky. We need the dark sky, and I think it's a good way to start, because if we do this right now, we have already almost 1/3 of our sketch is already done, only showing the sky. So we saw the same colors are in our house, and it's very good to use the same colors everywhere where it is possible, because to get this sketch be homogeneous and not like different spots of some things that are not related to each other. We can continue with the roof and adding darker colors to the roof, and I'll add it. Okay, it's not very dark, it's not dark enough, but we could add darker color, and we can also see that we have here, this is our darkest area. I think we have to add some colors here, but we can add also here. As we see, we have a window here, we have also a roof here, but we let this area highlight this area, letting this piece of white. So, and after that we continue to make everything darker. And as we can see, the darkest areas are not dark enough for now, and we can add the depth. Don't be afraid of dark elements, because they would provide the depth of everything. You adding strong values is necessary for contrasts. If you don't have any contrasts, your artwork is not such expressive as it could be if you add some contrasts. Our scary moving is not working for now because it's still not finished, and we need to add these parts, but it shouldn't be such heavy contrast. It should be done a little bit easier. And how can we do it? We can only add more water. I have a pigment on my brush and I added water, and maybe even I have a lot of water now. Even try to make it gently. What am I doing? I try to imitate what I see, and if I see here dark area, I put this dark area here and don't hesitate and just do it. Okay, we have also this strong lights area. We have to make it darker in order to get light. Okay, maybe it's too hot here. And let's add. We have also our tree here. We could start with light areas, and we could even go like this. It's getting darker, and before we go up to the leaves, we could try to make here the green area, and so, and let's go for the hair house. I think it would be very funny to make it like this, letting somewhere space for the sky. But if we see here, it shows everywhere, and so, and we can also go to the darker. We have here on top the darkest area ever, and letting somewhere the sky. So, and a valid point was done to here. How can we make it looks like it's night, adding darker colors to everywhere. I have a lot of water here, that's why it's not goes directly, and I hope now we have this our scary movie effect. And now I want to go to my favorite part. I will make a frame. And I'll take a big brush and I will do psychedelic effects. So thank you for for your reaction. Yes, and I think it was funny. So, and maybe last thing, I have another, I have clean water, and I take my clean brush and do these things, and it would start to push out a pigment, and I'll get like stars here. If I don't want to have this kind of areas where I have a lot of pigment, I can collect pigment using dry brush. So I'm very happy that this session is today was very funny. Thank you for attending, and I wish you a wonderful weekend and see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.